And I couldn't agree with you anymore because, one of the things that we do in my listings on demand training with our students is we prospect together and we can hear both sides of the conversation, et cetera, via Zoom. And twice, what happened is, somebody would be on the other end of the line with one of my clients and they would actually Google them right there and set, right there in that moment while they're on the line, or they would look them up on Facebook. And both times happened with the same exact individual, and both times the person on the other end of the line was like, oh, well, I see this and I see that. Well, yeah, come on over. So that could have been a lead that could have gone to someone else, but the online presence is exactly what solidified the entry point into the relationship, the forming of the relationship. So, there are people, would you recommend that people because there's a lot of people that are like very silent online, not barely doing anything online. Would you recommend that they pay a little bit more attention to just creating organic content or jumping right into paid content?
I think it's a really great question. And I think it depends on, how quickly you want results. If you're going to go build a brand on social media, it's going to take you 4 to 6 months of consistently creating content, 3, 4, 5, 6 months of consistently creating content before you'll have a recognized brand presence within your sphere, right? Or your community. And paid allows us to accelerate that, right? If I want to go out there and generate leads, I know that I could walk into literally any market on planet Earth today, and I could put a paid ad in place as long as Facebook allows me to market in that area. And I'm going to get opportunities coming into the business. And that's what a lot of new agents are missing, is opportunity. When you wake up every day and you don't know where your next deal is coming from, you feel terrible. you feel distracted. You feel confused. You feel like you don't have any momentum. And this is why I like going at paid first, because it creates opportunity instantly. I can go today, I can do it live on this show. I could put an ad out and I know within the next hour or two, I'm going to have leads. And that for me creates opportunity, clarity, momentum, power, because I know exactly where my next deal is going to come from. And I think that's probably why I'm a much greater advocate for paid, as opposed to going the direct organic, going straight to organic. What we see, and you don't even have to look at social media to see this, but most agents have these businesses that are tied directly to the energy that they exert. If you're not calling, you ain't making money. If you're not knocking doors, you ain't making money. If you're not putting out content, you ain't making money. If you aren't doing certain actions, you're not generating revenue. And if you stop, oh goodness, like you're just creating these big gaps in production. Because in real estate, if you stop for a day, your momentum's gone for 3. If you stop for a week, your momentum's gone for a month. And it's this terrible cycle that we see people get in. So I'm an advocate for building the system first that never stops, and then doing the organic stuff that isn't so much relying on your consistency, which seems to be something people struggle with. Not because if you're listening to this, I'm not knocking you like, oh, you're not consistent, you're not disciplined, whatever. But you get busy in real estate, like you're negotiating contracts, showing properties, right now trying to get buyers into homes. Like there's so much going on in the market that it's so easy to wake up and boom, it's bedtime, and you got to start this whole process all over again. And if you didn't create content that day, or you didn't fill up the leads that day, or if you didn't call that day, you didn't make any progress towards generating new revenue in your business. And so I'm a huge advocate for getting the system in place, because systems don't fail, people do. If I have a system that's bringing leads into my business every single day, well, boom, hands washed. I don't have to worry about that anymore. If I have maybe remarketing campaigns in place, video content that's designed to build a relationship with those leads. Well, if I got busy today, I can rely on the fact that my CRM, my remarketing campaigns, my video content still worked for me, even though I dropped the ball. And so I think that's probably why I'm a huge advocate for paid, because I'll be honest, Chadi, there's days I don't feel like creating content, and I don't, because I don't feel like doing it. And I'm not saying that's good, but what I'm saying is that I felt better knowing that even though I didn't get up and create content today, there were ads in place, and still I can look at my ad dashboard and thousands of people were building a relationship with me because they were watching my content. Even though I didn't create any, the machine that I built was still working when I couldn't. And I think that's probably why I'm a much larger advocate for at least going paid first, because then the system's in place. We don't have to do this start-stop nonsense.
I can't agree with you anymore. You and I are having this conversation right now, and I'm sure you too. I have ads running right now, and I'm generating leads, and I'm doing something completely different other than lead generation, because I have the machine in place.